Let's talk portfolios for freelancers and creatives. In today's video, we will discuss why it is crucial for any freelancer to have an online presence and how you can create an effective personal website and portfolio page in minutes using only free tools. Welcome to Mint Canva Studio. I'm Valeria, and together with my sister, we help freelancers and creatives manage their business stress-free while focusing on what's important, their jobs. So, whether you're a seasoned freelancer or you're just starting your freelancing journey, you need a place to showcase your skill set and convert prospects into paying clients. A great way to do that is by having a dedicated sale page for your services tailored to your ideal client and designed to establish yourself as a great investment for any client who needs the services you're offering. But why have I called it a sales page instead of a portfolio? Well, this specific website is designed just as a landing page. Still, instead of selling a product, you're selling your business and skills. You're trying to convey to your client how you are going to help them address their problems and why you are the best choice for the job. This portfolio page can be the first step into establishing your brand online or an additional tool you can use to target and convert any new client. You can publish it to the web and connect it to a custom domain and then share it with potential clients. The best news is that all of this is achieved by a simple, clean, and minimal page that you can create in minutes within Notion, one of the best productivity apps on the market. So let's start by looking at this website layout and the key elements we think you should include in your website and also why. So the first thing you see is your name, of course, and your job title, and a small picture of you. And for this example, I've created this photo with Canva. It's super simple, and I just uploaded it as a custom page icon. So you can do the same, or you can choose another icon that maybe represents the industry you're working in. It's totally up to you. Beneath your name, there is the first key element of this page, your I help statement. Think of it as a hook for your client, an attention grabber that tells your client, here is what I can do for you. I've noticed this kind of statement in multiple great websites, right inside the hero section, but I didn't quite understand the power of this statement until I found a video here on YouTube, actually, by a lovely creator called Dea, and realized why those hero sections seemed so strong. You want to start your presentation, your introduction, by specifically expressing what you do and how the client will benefit from your services if they hire you. For example, you could say something like, I help small business owners craft memorable brands and websites to help them enter the growing phase. Okay, so maybe you are a graphic designer, and also you do websites and branding. So this could be your I help statement. An I help statement is specific and detailed because it speaks directly to your client by first identifying who they are. In this example, small business owners. You could also be even more specific than that. For example, startups or female entrepreneurs. It's up to you. It depends on what you do and your area of expertise. And then clarifying what they can obtain by working with you. So a small business owner, in this case, who wants to scale their business, can identify with you and with your I help statement, and will be, of course, interested in knowing more about you and your work. So now that you have their attention, you want to expand on your skill sets and craft a brief intro section that goes into more detail about you and your work. The example here says something like, hi, I'm Clara, I'm a UI UX designer. I transform digital experiences into seamless, user-centric journeys. I will ensure that your brand stands out and resonates with your audience. I'm dedicated to elevating your digital presence, boosting your user engagement, and driving business growth. So this is a very nice introduction paragraph. And this paragraph establishes a deeper connection by introducing you as a person, as a professional, which is why it has also a picture here on the right. You can, of course, choose another picture of you or select something that represents your job. For example, if you are a product photographer, you could choose a very impactful image you created for a campaign. But I believe that seeing your face in this case is going to help the client visualize you as a potential partner. So I would suggest using one of your pictures. It's the human touch that it is so important, especially in these first phases of a client funnel. You can, if you prefer, merge the I help statement with the intro paragraph if you think this might fit your style and industry better. This is, of course, just a framework for you to expand on. And if you notice, right below the I help statement, I put the location, which is, of course, optional. I just thought it was a nice addition. There's also a series of links, a bit like a menu, that will help your client to explore your work more if they need additional information or another website you want to link. Some bigger agencies or companies, for example, might want to see your LinkedIn page. So you have the option to include links to external pages here in the top section. Now, moving on to the next section of the website, here you can showcase your skill set and clarify to the client what you do, what are your areas of expertise, and what you can provide to them. I've chosen a simple 2-column layout here, but you can edit to fit your skill set. So here you see a few examples for this specific case. Right beneath your skills, we have a list of services, which is meant to demonstrate what you offer to the client. You could also list, for example, some specific package options like branding and copywriting, for example, and describe using bullet points what the service packs include. Some clients might have specific areas they need help with, so the clearer you are in these sections, the higher the chances of them contacting or hiring you because you provided clear information on the scope of your job. You should always put yourself in your ideal client's shoes and address their major pain points. Do this throughout the entire portfolio, leave breadcrumbs if you like, and you'll give clients the impression that not only you know your industry well, but you will demonstrate to them that you understand their needs perfectly, which will encourage them to make the next step and contact you or even hire you. Below the services, you have the actual portfolio section, where you showcase your best work. If you are a beginner, you probably won't have a ton of examples, or maybe you've never worked with clients before. So in this case, you have to create something. Make a few present projects and develop them like you would in a professional context. It is absolutely normal for beginners to do so. I did it myself. But the key here is to truly treat your mock-up projects as real jobs and select only the ones that feel top tier. Remember, clients are very busy people, and it is best to give them 3 or 5 amazing examples rather than 10, 15 so-so ones. So if you have a richer, bigger portfolio, you can always link it in the top section, and your client will surely want to see more of your work if you do this part really well. So put your best foot forward and try to be very critical and selective. As for the layout, I chose a database in a gallery view to create the portfolio. You can set the preview to page content or page cover and populate the page with elements that showcase the project in more detail. The properties I've included are a multi-select property, which describes your role in the project, a text property to add the client name, for example, or maybe even better, the brand or the company you worked for, and a URL if you want to link a specific page on the internet. Let's say you created an e-commerce website, so you can link it here, so the new client or the prospect client can navigate to the website and explore it. But of course, feel free to add new properties if you need them. So the body of each page is going to vary from industry to industry. So you might want to create case studies, for example, or write brief articles about the development of each project. And I simply provided you with a database template that covers the basics. So it has a section to cover the project scope. You have a paragraph to describe your process and how you worked with your client. So in this case, in this paragraph, you can give them a taste of what it would be like to work with you. And you also have a results section and a client testimonial section at the end. But as I said, this is going to be very specific to you and your profession and the way you want to present your work to your potential clients. So spend a few minutes here before creating your portfolio and try to choose the best layout for your industry. In this case, I've also included an alternative way to showcase your portfolio that uses simple embed blocks and text for more visual portfolios. For example, professionals like photographers or video editors might prefer static images or videos. And you can, of course, embed videos, images right with this layout that is very, very simple and to the point. I would still try out the database version because it is more flexible and you can still use it to display multiple images or videos. Next, we have a client testimonials and reviews section. This section is very substantial because it boosts your social proof and gives client ease by reading how other people liked working with you. As for the layout, you have two options here as well. You can display your testimonials in 2, 3, or 4 columns using callout boxes like I did here, or choose the paragraph and photo layout, which is right here in this toggle. It's really up to your taste. Simply delete the block style you don't like and copy-paste your preferred layout as many times as you need. The next section is quite unique. I drew inspiration from a video that I saw by Thomas Frank here on YouTube, and I thought it was a game changer for any personal website like this one. It is the last piece of convincing you'll do for your client. It will ideally dissipate any doubts they might still have and convey to them why hiring you will be an investment to their company and not a mere expense. In this section, you can create a sort of cover letter in a way that will explain the added value of what you do and how your services can positively impact and improve your client's life and business. For this example, I have linked a nice article I found on the internet about the value of great UX, as I believe it serves as a good example of what you might want to write down in this section. So take a look at it, read it, and it doesn't have to be as long as this one, but I particularly like the structure of it because it starts by explaining what UX design is and why it is so valuable. It goes into detail by outlining the specific benefits it provides, especially for the end user, so your client too, and concludes with a recap and a brief description of the approach the company in this case takes and their core values. So this section might not seem very essential, but I believe it is a powerful tool. It is an opportunity to take a client from a prospect stage into someone who is not only interested in your services, but now is eager and excited to talk to you. This is because you were able to truly understand their needs, showcase your abilities, and convey the value of your expertise. And this is what you do in this section, basically. So all throughout this website, you've established a connection with your client and you have been extremely specific about what you do as a professional and the experience you are going to give your future clients. So what would be the next step for them at this stage if not click on your call to action section and either contact you via email or book a call with you? That is why I place these two colored blocks here at the bottom of the page to keep the client focused and retain their attention and tell them what to do next. If you like, you can embed a Trello contact form, which is a free and easy to set up tool. And instead of a simple link, you can also embed a cal.com form to give the client the option to book a call directly within your website. You can always purchase premium tiers of these tools if you need more functionalities, but you can absolutely start for free and still have a professional looking website. To conclude, you have an FAQ section with toggles for the most asked questions you normally get from clients and the space here to answer them. This is a nice bonus, but it goes right at the end because actually this is not mandatory. I thought it would be nice to have them here, but you don't have to include them if you don't think they are necessary. And this concludes your portfolio page, designed as a sales page for your business. If you want to experiment with Notion, you can design one for yourself following the guidelines I showed you in this video. Or if you want, you can purchase the ready-made template, which comes with a bonus resume template to edit, share, and download as a PDF. I thought it would be nice to create a combo website, personal website plus resume template. And you can connect them via the links at the beginning, or create and edit your template and then download it, upload it on Google Drive, for example, and share it with your client via email or however you like. So this is the basic structure of the website. You can publish your website in Notion. Just hover over the top right menu and click Share. Notion will give you the option to publish and choose a domain name that in a free plan comes with the notion.site URL, but you can always purchase a domain name and make it point to your Notion website. If you have a paid Notion plan, you can utilize the new Notion website builder and personalize your website even more. But this is basically what you can do even on a free plan, which I think it's quite a lot. It's quite interesting. So this is it. This is your website and portfolio page tailored to capture the attention of future clients and ideally make them excited to work with you and discuss potential collaborations. I hope you found this video helpful and that it gave you inspiration for your website and for your portfolio. And as always, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye!